We had a shooting here in Harrisburg where we had a. Did you hear about it?
Yes, sir.
Good. But what was different was that there weren't riots, right? And I'm proud of this church and that we were a part of that because we started off with prayer. We thought before it happens, we need to come together and pray and communicate with each other before, not after, right? Because if you understand about community beforehand, if you truly know who you're talking to and can look at them like we're doing right now, you can gain an understanding so that when there are differences, you can remember when you talk to each other and pray with each other with civility. And so I think the number one thing, if I had their ear, was that unfortunately it's too late. We didn't start off this election in the right way for a country that already needed healing. My conversation with them would be, now that it's about to be over, right? How do we, not in some symbolic way, but how do we really start the healing process for this nation at a level in which it means something? Because if we can't talk to one another on a level that is meaningful and sincere and connected through God, then it really is rhetoric, right? On both sides of the coin, Republican and Democrat, neither of them are righteous. Right? Only by the grace, both sides have made mistakes. But they're not mistakes that God won't forgive and that we as a country can't forgive. Because if we talk to one another, remember only by the grace of God go we. Remember that we are His children, we are under His umbrella. And that means if we can be in the same room with Him, we can be in the same room with each other. If we can talk to Him, then we can talk to each other. If He can forgive us, then we can forgive each other. If He can sit and listen, then we can sit and listen. And if we have the heart to hear an answer from Him and receive it, then we should have the same heart to hear an answer from someone else and receive it. That's where we start. We don't always like God's answer, right? But we don't break fellowship with Him. Is He fair? Well, that's for each one of us to decide through the grace of God. And it's the same for our leadership going forward. It doesn't have to be fair, but it has to make sense. It has to be what's best for all. It has to be meaningful for all. And I think that was the essence of the message. That's why I stopped it right there. You know, it's up to each and every one of us to decide in our hearts how we will handle, the decision that's made. I'm truly hoping that our leaders will not have deadlock and gridlock, because we have so much we really have to work on. There's so much our country really has to do for those who are the least of us, for those of us who need education, for those of us who need housing, for those of us who need medical coverage. It's not them versus us, it's just us.
Reverend Jackson, I cannot think of a better place to have been this Sunday
God bless
than
you.
with you in your church.
Thank you. Thank you so much.